Hey guys, and welcome to another See You in Main Street video. It's not for me to do it all by myself. However, big disclaimer, I'm not a Makeup Paris inspired makeup look. And I came up with this inspired makeup look. And so I thought to myself, why not create this look again? And it's so fun to play with makeup and wear it to the park. But today I wanted to create a makeup look that is inspired by the fireworks. And this one also has an SPF 30, which also is a very good idea in Disneyland Paris because there's a lot of sun. It seems like the sun is always shining in Disneyland Paris. So we'll start with the primer. I have an extra mirror here so I can see what I'm doing. So that's what now you know. Next up, it's the eye base, and I use a product from that can stay between your droopy eyelids, and then all your makeup will be gone within no time. Well, not with this product. Oh no! This thing that's really important about doing your makeup for Disneyland Paris is that it must be cool to do your makeup in the morning. However, you do want to look good. So this is a very, or you must practice before you go. So these are all ideas for when you go. I start with my foundation. However, some people don't because your eyeshadow can get onto your foundation. But nevertheless, I'm going to start with my foundation. So here we go. For foundation, I'm going to use... Now what I like to do, because I have a lot of freckles, is I must cover my entire face with this, because otherwise it would look really weird. Okay, here we go. Het ziet er echt heel erg uit. But don't worry, it'll all be fine. It will be okay. So bear with me, really. The eyeshadow, I'm going to put I'm going to use a very controversial eye palette when it was booming and buzzing all over the internet. So this is the collaboration palette from Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. And now situation has changed a bit and they are very controversial at the moment. So actually, but the makeup palette is pretty good. So I don't have any complaints about it. So we're going to use this one a lot today. And as far as I know, you can still buy it on Jeffree Star's website or on Shane's website. So what I'm going to use is this pink color over here. It's very light and pink. Okay. Looking good. Okay, next step is that I'm going to put like a base shadow, because we're going to work with colors in a while, but I want the base to be neutral and I can, yeah, put the brighter colors on top of it. So for a palette, I'm going to use, I'm so organized, so incredibly organized, you can't believe it. Let me see, where is it? I'm going to use this e.l.f. palette, and this one is so cute. It's got all naturals in it. So it's a real basic palette, so that's just awesome. So let's start with this. I'm going to start with a very light color. I'm going to start with this one over here. Okay, and I'm going to put it in a crease. So I'm going to take this other brush and correct this little mistake here a bit more. Now they are even. Yes, perfect. Now I'm going to use this brush and rub it in. That's done. I'm going to take a darker color and I'm going to take the one that's next to it. It's more like a brown color. The other one was a little bit more pinkish. And I'm going to put it in a crease as well, and more on the outside. I'm going to take the color I used first, so the little pinkish, the pinkish color, very light, and I'm going to put it on top to make sure that it's all blend in. I still have Corona eyebrows, so sorry about that. I can't do it myself. It's too painful. I'm going to scream if I do it myself. So somebody has to do it for me, and I didn't have time to go to a salon yet. So don't judge. So anyway, now that we've done this, we're going to do the fun part. And that's the color bits. Now, as you can see in this palette, there are a few colors that are perfect for the Lion King and Jungle Book Festival. So this color is perfect. And then a little bit of pink and also the yellow. And then I have another palette as well, and that's the Norvina palette. And she has created an awesome palette as well. I use this a lot. And there are a lot of cool colors as well, like for example the purple, and there's the pink. So a pink and purple, and those two are awesome to use as well. So, and I'm going to take the blue color, the minty color. It's called What's the Tea? Well, we all know about that by now, what the tea is, and it's not good. So, and I'm going to put this on the entire eyelid. Now, this might seem like a lot. When you're blending, it will actually lose its color. So you can put it on pretty thick. Don't worry about it. I feel like a kid that is trying out makeup for the first time and decides to put on blue makeup. Because that's what you do, right? You always put on the blue stuff. I don't know why, but as a kid I also put on blue eyeshadow. I don't know why. Then I'm going to take the pink, which is called Pigment. This color here. Pigment. Yes, like in pig. And I'm going to put it in the inner corner, but all the way to the middle. So now we're getting that gradient, you see? And now you can also see that the blue is almost disappearing. So it's gone within minutes, but it will be fine. We're going to put on layer on layer on layer. And in the end, we'll have this gorgeous look. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some Mist and Set from e.l.f. on my brush. Make sure that the more product will stay on it. So let's try it now. Oh, wow. Now that's what I call an effect. So next I'm going to take that pigment again, and I'm going to make sure there's a gradient. Now I'm going to take a very flat brush, and then I'm going to put some yellow on the very bottom or tip of my eyelid. I don't know exactly how to say it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that worked so well the first time I did it. But I used a different brush actually. Let's try to find it. Here it is. Let's try this again. Amateur alert, amateur alert. Yes, that turned out pretty well, I must say. With the Norvina palette came also Norvina palette brush. This is actually one of the best brushes I have had in my entire life. So I'm going to use that too. I'm going to use the smaller tip. I'm going to take what's called Volatile. Volatile, that's the one that's almost gone. I use that color a lot. And I'm going to some Spark. So I'm going to take this brush again. I already used this part, but on the other side there's a smaller brush, and I'm going to use that in my the inner corner of my eye. So, not too much. And yes, the outside is awesome, but so is the inside. Of course, I used it a lot because I use all my makeup for daily use. But it's actually purple. Now let me show you the magic. So I'm going to, and then I want to put it here on the blue, where it's somewhere in the middle. That's awesome. Again, Maybelline. I'm apparently a fan. I use Maybelline Tattoo Liner. It's just black. Normal just black. Tattoo liner. It's awesome because it's really important because yeah, you are in roller coasters and there's a lot of wind. Really, really works. I can assure you that. Also not expensive, just maybe so focused on the eye look that I forgot. Drugstore So I went there and bought it, and it's only... now the face, of course, needs some attention. For my cheeks, I always use kind of like a bronzer kind of blusher. It's from Kiko and it's the number 4, an expensive brand, and Yves Saint Laurent. A beautiful blush. Okay, let's try to get rid of that. A neutral lipstick. The focus has to go to the eye, so... Oh yeah, this lipstick is Shade, and I bought this a couple of days ago and absolutely love it, and smells. At least, of course, we need highlighter. As a highlight, I'm going to use Anastasia the Glow Kit, and you only need a little bit to get big results. So Marshmallow, that's the white one. Right here. And on the other side as well. And then also a bit right here. And now it's time for some mandatory beautiful shots of me. Well guys, this is the end result of my Lion King and Festival look, inspired by the fireworks. I hope that you like it. It was fun to do. If you'd like to see, then please let me know, and maybe for next time, that would be awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our social media. Don't forget to become one of our patrons if you like to support the channel. We have a Patreon page as well. Maybe next time we'll see you in Main Street. Bye! Can you see this job? But it looks good. It looks good on in my mirror. Okay, now that's done, so that we get a little bit of glitter and cat hairs. I have to take cat hair. Hello, I'm here. Okay. Hello. Yes, we're back. Good.